Hello, I'm so sorry. I am 8 minutes late. I was having some technical difficulties. So hopefully everything's good and you guys can hear me and see me. I'm trying out, I got a new camera, so hopefully it makes resolution better, and I got a new microphone, so hopefully the sound is good. And I'm trying to see the live on my phone because I'm hoping that if I have comments I'll be able to see them, but it hasn't popped up on my phone yet, so I will keep trying. I don't see it. Okay, so we have the haunted house kit. I tried to make a video last week that I was going to like speed up, and yeah, I couldn't figure that out, so we're gonna do this live. But I also got a box of goodies yesterday, so I just wanted to show you a few things. So I got this. This is the ornamental Christmas. I didn't get the dies for it, but this is the stamp set. It's a red rubber, so these will be going away really soon. We won't be having red rubber anymore. They're having a hard time sourcing the materials to make those. So, but I got the stamps and I got the rings. So I've been hearing a lot of people talk about the rings and how they're loving working with them. They're metal, and yeah, you get a bunch of them. They're pretty big, so yeah, I'm excited to see what I can do with them. You probably have seen on social media lots of people using them, and they're really enjoying them. So, and then I got the designer series paper. This is the paper. Hope you can see it all, and I think you could probably see the shine, right? So it's double-sided. So this is the front and back of this one, and the front and back of this one. So it's a matte and white with black on the back of all of them. So this is the back, this one, the fa la la, the trees, and these like polka dots. And then the other side is all same color scheme, but with gold also. There's gold accents on all the rest. So this is like it's called Modern Christmas Suite, I think. So this is the Modern Christmas DSP. There's 12 sheets, 2 of each of 6 designs. So that's that. Just wanted to show you. It's always nice to see it in person. You can't always tell in the catalog, you know, what something really looks like. But I've seen a lot of people online playing with those, and yeah, I gave in and went for it. So then I got this embossing folder. It's called The Beautiful Pattern. So this is interesting. And then I got this. So this is one of our new cases. This is going to be replacing our DVD style cases. All stamps and dies will be coming in these envelopes. So I said it on the last video, but in case anybody is listening that didn't hear, I have mine numbered. So when I get a new set, so like I'm at say 460. So if I had a new, so this new one that I got, the Christmas tree one I just showed, that will be 461, and it'll get filed. And then I use Evernote, and if I'm looking for, and I keep them separate if they're retired or if they're current. So if I'm looking for something that's current and something with a Christmas tree, I would just type in to the current section Christmas tree, and every set that I have that has a Christmas tree will come up. So I don't have to separate them that way by category. So I don't have like all the Christmas together and all the Valentine's Day together and all the floral together. They're just mixed in. However I get them, they're in that order. So this is gonna mess up my system because usually I put the number on the spine and they're filed like books in my Calix system. So these are good though. So after I decided how I'm going to incorporate this into my storage system, I like it because they're super thin and you can keep a lot of stamps in a small space. So I'll show you what I found. I got this on Amazon. If anybody's interested, I can post a link to the product. You get 4 of these in a pack, and I think it was only $22. So it's kind of big and it's clear. So this is the box, and they'll file like this. I'll still number them. The number will be up here, and I'll just keep them in numerical order. But also I'll have Evernote to look up what I'm looking for, and it'll have the number, and then I'll just, go by number like I do now. And then these they're, it's probably hard on the camera to see. They're like maybe 12 inches wide or long, and then this way it's about 7 inches, and then they're pretty deep, probably also 7 inches. So, but once these are, all standing in here, this will fit right into one of my calyx doors. So I have containers in my unit, and then I have doors on the ones that have stamps. So this will fit into one of the doors, and then I can just pull it out, or I can just keep like one on my desk that has all the current products in it. So I think I'm really gonna like this system. If you're interested, again, let me know. I will post a link in the comments or in the description of this for the product. Good deal. Then I got, last time I showed you the other Christmas set. This is the embossing folder that goes with this. This is called Gathering Leaves. And when I ordered it, I realized I already have it. So if anybody is interested in this, I can hook you up with one right away. And I also ordered, I don't know the name of it. I put an order in for the new embossing folder that has the really large wreath. I already have that one too. So I'm going to have those 2 brand new in the package for anyone who's interested. Then this is a sneak peek. This has this is a future product that isn't available yet. This is so cute. I don't generally go for like the really cutesy ones, but this is just so cute. So it's a little kissy bear, and it makes a kissy booth. Oh, this is the other thing. The dies come in the same exact package, the exact same size, and it has the artwork. I love that, because sometimes you have a stray die and you have a couple sets out and you're not sure which one it goes in. Now it's easy to see which one it goes in. So I really love this new system. So anyway, it's a little kissy booth, and has the kissy bears, and it has some honey and flowers and giving a big smooch. It's so adorable. And then I got these. These are upcoming also. Doilies with little hearts, and they're pink with little pink accents, and red with like a lighter red accent. These are adorable. I showed this one last time. This one isn't. I got this, I think, last week. Also really cute, and has the punch that punches all these out. But yeah, so I have several new things to go in my new containers now. Okay, I also got this a couple days ago and haven't opened it yet, so I thought I would share this. Let's see if I can see this live video on my phone. Yeah, I don't know why it's not coming up. Okay. Anyway, this is this month's paper pumpkin. It is called Cozy Christmas, October 2025. It's got a pecan pie. I love this. I use this one a lot. When I do the paper pumpkin, I don't use the little ones. I use my full-size one. But I keep all these because they're really good. Like when I go up north or something, less to carry. So let's see. I haven't looked at this yet. It's still wrapped up. Merry Christmas, a big one, and a big joy. I love the big word stamps. And so it's joy to the world, and then deck the halls, and we have some snowflakes and a star. And it's a super cute box too. So if anybody is not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it's a monthly subscription. It bills on the 10th of every month, and then it usually arrives for me around the 22nd. Depends how close you live to Utah, how quick you get it. I think if you're closer, you get it a little bit sooner. So it comes with what the cards look like, the way they designed them, and it comes with instructions. And on the back, and there's always a ruler on here. If it sometimes it'll tell you to use 10 inches of ribbon or something. So there's always a ruler included. It's an all-inclusive kit. So this is a picture of everything, and then it tells you the colors that coordinate with the kit, so you can get that paper, ink, or what markers, whatever you have ready. And then it shows, this is always an extra. Everything you need to make these cards is in the box, even adhesive. But if you want to do more with it, they do have every 3 months a new die set that coordinates with the product if you want to do more with them. So personally, I really enjoy the Paper Pumpkin. I never make the cards just the way they are. For beginners, it's great, but I'm not a beginner. So when my Paper Pumpkin comes, I always look at what it is. I look at the coordinated colors. I get out all that card stock, and then I get out anything that any of my sets, old, even if they're retired or if they're current, and I look for anything that might coordinate with it, and I get those out. So and then it always comes with artwork, just like our stamp set, so you can put these in whatever type of container you choose to store your stamp set, but it has the artwork for storing that. And then they always come with envelopes, and the envelopes are usually decorated somehow. These are printed envelopes. I often don't use these envelopes, even though they're nice. I often cut them up and use this for layers on cards. Just depends what I'm doing. This one comes with adhesive dots. It comes with dimensionals, and it comes with some red sequins. And then these are the card bases. Let's see how many we got. Green and red. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6. Only make 6 cards. Let's see. It'll tell you how many cards it makes. Oh yeah. Oh, it's 3, 6, 9 cards. 3 of each. All right. So there's another color in here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So 9 cards. I never ever use these card bases. I always cut these in half. So now my 9 cards are automatically 18 cards. So, and then I use these for a layer, and I have the card stock, and I use my card stock, the matching card stock, to make my card bases. So I usually get around 25 cards with each Paper Pumpkin. So these are the punch outs. This says, ooh, this is flocked. Ooh, it's flocked with red. That's really pretty. So this says joy. You can't really see it, so maybe the stamps it on there. I don't know if it's that size. Or maybe there's another one, another layer to this. But yeah, this is pretty with the flocking. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then these are shapes too. So this matches one of the stamps to stamp in that. And then these are to stamp in as well. And then it looks like we just have some card layers. Oh, yep. All right, so we have 9 of these probably. Yep, 3 of each color. And then, okay, these fell out. These are also flocked, all these embellishments. Ooh, and the ornament also flocked. So cool. You know, they have paper this year also, Christmas paper. I think it's red and green, and it's 12 by 12, like the velvet paper. So that would definitely match this kit. These are really pretty. Ooh, and then we have green ones. Oh, okay. See, like when you look at the picture, this tree just looks like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's, you know, not that much. But when you see it in person, yes, this is flocked green. So these are really, really pretty. Oh, and these are pretty as well. I like this one. So I will get, you know, probably 25 Christmas cards out of this kit. Yes, this is beautiful. Oh, okay. So here's the joy that goes on the other one that had the flocking on it. So that's what fills that in. And these are pretty as well. And it also comes with a roll of adhesive tape. So yeah, that is the October kit. It's awesome. I can't wait to play with this one. And for the price of this kit, that's a lot of Christmas cards. So it's cheaper than buying pre-made, and yeah, it's homemade cards. So they will be beautiful. Okay, I also brought, let me see, which one is this? That's the haunted house. Okay, this one. I want to show you this kit. Let me see what it's called. This one's called Paper Bouquet. These are the stems, and these are what the flowers look like. They are beautiful. So I opened it a little bit. I made 3 of them because I wanted to show them to you, but it was a while ago, and I'm not sure where they are. So if anybody is interested in seeing these flowers made, leave in the comments, and I will be happy to do a video and make some of them so you can see. They had a kit several years ago, and I made that one, and I still have those in my office. They are stunning. So these have beads. These are the insides of some of the flowers. These ones are really big. I hope you can see, like, the size of my hand compared to the size of these flowers. They're really big, and they're fluffy when they're done. They're really pretty. And then these are leaves. These are all like tissue paper. This is like the stuff you put up, like when you decorate, like those things like you put in the corner and then in the other corner and you twist it. I can't think of what it's called. So that's this, and this will you can manipulate this paper by, you know, opening it up a little bit and, you know, bend it and whatever, however you want for your flowers. And then there's 2 more pieces like that. So these are insides of flowers, like this. And they're super delicate. Then there's ones that are black, and these are the insides of that. And then this is the, you know, like the bud. This is the green part that holds the bud in, and then this opens up, so it's on the bottom of the flower. So that's what these are. So we have pink flowers. I think this is like maybe strawberry slush. And then we have this one, which I think is the coral. And then I don't think this one's daffodil. I think it's the new one. I can't think of the name of it, but I think that's that new yellow. And I think this one is the cloud cover. But it's really pretty. These ones are smaller, but still like pretty big. And then we have white, and these ones are really big too. And then these are more leaves. So these are really large ones, and they are have a crease in the middle so you can like sort of manipulate these ones too as you make them. Let's see, okay, so this will tell us the colors in here. These are the instructions. So look how pretty these are. And once they're made, they're really sturdy and they're beautiful. And I just use like canned air to dust them off. I put them in a large vase because it makes like a pretty it's pretty big bouquet. And then I filled the jar with the vase with glass marbles, and then put the stems in, and yeah, they're beautiful. I've had them in my office for I don't even know how long. It's years, like at least I don't know 7 or 8 years. And the stems are long. They're super sturdy. So if anyone is interested in seeing how they're made, let me know, and we can do that another day. Okay, so here's the main attraction. This is so cute. So these both are one of the Stampin' Up kits. There's several kits. There's all different ones. And they're a great price, and they're in a category their own. They're never in the catalog. They're always an online item. So if you haven't seen it, go to my online store and check out all the different kits. This one's called Haunted Home Kit. So I bought, I wanted it last year. I really, really wanted it, but it was out of stock. It was a new one, and everybody wanted it, so I couldn't get one. And it didn't come back in stock until long after the new year. So I think in April, I purchased one so I would have it for this October because I wanted it for myself. So I thought, even if it's retired, I don't care because I want to put it on the mantle because it's so cute. So I bought it, and then I wanted to do a video when I made it, but I couldn't find it. I thought, where would I put it? Couldn't find it anywhere. So I bought another one, and I did a video, and I used my phone, not the webcam, and because it takes a while to do, I thought I'll just record a video and then I'll speed it up and put some music. It didn't work out. I didn't have enough space on my device to do it. So I thought, oh, forget this. I'm gonna find my kit. So we looked and we looked, couldn't find it. So I ordered another one, and then today I found it. So Steve was helping me, and I told Steve, look, in the closet there's a bag. It has umbrellas on it, and it's a white bag, and it's really colorful. Look in there. I think it's in there. And he said, nope, that's not it. But it was it, and the kit was there. So I have one that was completed that I did on the video, and now I have 2 more. So I'm gonna have a little haunted village on my mantle. Not little, actually. These are pretty big. They're so cool. So okay, so this is how it comes out of the box. Just like the paper pumpkins or the rest of the kits, this is how all of them come. Here we go. So it has the adhesive strip, and then also it has this tiny little silver skull. This goes on the front door, like the front door knocker. And then it has the black dimensionals, which it has some glue also. This, in case you didn't know, we have the white dimensionals, this size, and we have the small, the little mini dimensionals. They come in white and black. So if you're doing something with dark colors, the black, and they come in the regular size and the minis also. All right, so this has that, and then these are the pieces to build the house. So how is everybody doing? You have plans for the weekend? I am super excited. We found a really great handyman. He's a really nice guy. He's a full-time engineer, and I think he works at General Motors. And he, oh, can you see what I'm doing? Okay, these are the windows. I'm just taking I'm popping these out of the windows. So he's an engineer, and he loves home improvement. It's just, it's fun for him. So he does that on the side. And when I first met him, he said, oh, I said, I need to know like what I need to buy, you know, all the pieces I need for you to do this job, and I need a price. And he said, this is the instructions. This is what it looks like when it's done. And he said, oh, just pay me whatever you think is fair. And I was like, oh, no, because I need a price, because I have no idea how much this stuff costs. So for an example, tomorrow he's coming. He's putting in 2 plugs. He's putting a plug in low in my bathroom, like next to the toilet. And then he's putting a new plug in the cupboard above my stove for the microwave. And he's hanging a new handrail to the basement. He's hanging a mantle in my living room. And I had some work done on my bathtub. He's coming to uncaulk and then recaulk the bathtub. $320. It's unbelievable. I feel so blessed to have met this man. He's so nice, and yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is just the cardboard that it came with. So these are all the house pieces, and then we have these pieces. These are the fence, so we'll do that later. And these are, I don't know if you can see, the big trees that sit next to the house when it's done. So we'll do that one later. And then these are embellishments for the house itself. So this goes on the front roof, and then it has a spider and a little black cat. And this like bone is the handle to go in the front door. So we have those, and then these are vellum. You can see through it, and this is the light behind the windows to make it look like there's windows on. I have some strings of fairy lights. I'm going to put fairy lights underneath my houses when they're done so they light up. Then we got a web and a ghost. These decorate the front of the house when the house is built. And then these also, the pumpkins sit next to the door. This is the door here, and this is where that little silver like knocker goes. And then this is an embellishment for the front of the house, and the pumpkins sit next to the door. And all of these we'll use first because these are shutters. So we'll do those. I think maybe we'll put the shutters on before we build it because it'll be flat. So maybe start with that. Let's see, this one, okay, this one still has pieces to come out. And I think that's all the windows. Yeah. And I think the shutters go on with dimensionals. Let's see. These are the instructions that come with it. Yeah, they go on with dimensionals. I think it'll be easier to do when they're flat, so we'll do that first. Yeah, so my handyman is coming tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and I'm super excited. So he's putting a plug in next to my toilet in the bathroom. My son bought me for Christmas a super fancy bidet, and it needs a plug because it does all kind of like fancy stuff. It lights up and it has warm water, and I don't know what all it does. It does a lot, and it's all by remote control. So my son Joseph, he's the youngest boy, he's also coming over tomorrow to hook that up after the handyman's done with putting in the plugs. So that's my excitement for the weekend. My My youngest daughter moved back home a couple weeks ago, so she's here temporarily until she decides what she wants to do next. She went through a breakup and then came back home, so she'll be here this weekend because she's sick. So I've banished her to the basement, and I am praying that I don't get it, because if I get it, I'm going to be sicker than she is, and I'm going to have it forever. First she said it was allergies, but she's got fever, and yeah, today she was vomiting, so definitely not fever, or not allergies. She's got the flu, I think. All right, so these go this way, and I think these ones go with this one. They're a little bit wider than all the rest. Yeah, okay. I wish I could see if there was comments. Let me try again. Oh, it is. I found it. Okay. Okay. I found it. Yay. Oh, no comments yet. Okay, but I'm going to keep it here and hope that somebody joins me. So, and if you're here, say hello. So that's all my excitement for the weekend. I will probably do some crafting, and I have a couple packages to get out, and I have some cards to get out. Steve went to the post today to get me some stamps, and he got me, I told him to stop at Kroger and bring me home a pumpkin to carve, and he brought me a huge pumpkin, so that'll be fun. I haven't carved a pumpkin in a couple years, so I'll probably do it the day before Halloween. I'm excited that my son is coming over. My kids all don't live too far, but they're so busy I don't see them that often, really. None of them are like super close, but they're not super far. But they're just, living their adult lives, and they're just busy. And I remember what that was like, so it's fine. But when they do have time to come and visit, I'm always excited to see them. The first one that I made, I had to keep referring to the instructions, but I pretty much know how to do it now. So, let's see. Yep, I think that's the one. Okay. Just making sure I'm putting the right shutters. Yeah, I don't think a full dimensional will fit on these little ones, so I cut them in half. So we got rid of our car like a while back because I haven't really been feeling great, and I wasn't driving, and Steve can't drive anymore because he has dementia, so we got rid of the car. But we have this lady that we met, and she does it for a living. She, drives people around. So it's so much better than an Uber because it's somebody we know, and it's less expensive. Uber is a crazy expense. So she took Steve out today. And last week she took him to Franklin Cider Mill So he brought home, they have the best cider because it's not, what is it called, pasteurized at all. It's just fresh cider because it's a historical place. They don't have to pasteurize. All the rest of the cider mills in Michigan, I think there's only one other that does not have to pasteurize their apple juice. So yeah, you can watch them squeeze it right there, and they still use their old-timey presses. It's really cool. So I've been going there my whole life. If you've never been, they're the best. Go check it out. It's not like some of the cider mills have all sorts of things like to do while you're there. It's not that kind of cider mill. It's historic. You can see the wheel and you can watch them crush the apples and make the cider. And there's a cute little stream that runs through it. So, you can like sit by the cute stream and, have your cider or whatever. But it's not like one of the places that has like tons of stuff for the kids to do. But it is beautiful and historic, and they have the best cider. So he went and he brought home a gallon of cider and some mulling spices. Well, if you've never been, it's in Franklin, which is also a beautiful little spot. You should check it out. Their donuts are good too, and like they don't have like all like the different fancy donuts that some of the newer cider mills have. They just have their original donuts, but when you get them, they're always hot right out of the fryer. They're really, really good. They have other things. They have like the cider slushies, and they have other baked goods there, and you can buy apples and some produce there as well. It's definitely, worth the drive if you've never been. I'm also working this weekend. So after the big excitement tomorrow with the handyman coming, I'll just be working and then doing some crafting with my new toys. So I'm excited for that. And I also haven't played with the stamps and all the supplies that came in the advent calendar that I showed last week. So I'm excited to play with those as well. And I did take them out of the package today, but other than that, I hadn't done anything with them. So when I make some stuff with the advent calendar, I will definitely share that. Nobody left a comment telling me what you guys think. If you saw that video, what do you think of the advent calendar and the price of it? It's $99, and it's a suite of products. So there's stamps and the dies, the paper, and no ribbon, but instead it has 2 rolls of twine, and then it has some puffy stickers, and then 2 other embellishments, tons of them, little sparkly ones. So what do you think? What do you think of that suite of products and the price of it? Also, I want to remind everybody, today is free shipping. It's the 3rd day, so it's until at least till midnight tonight. Everything goes by mountain time, so I'm not sure what time it was mountain time, so it might be a little bit later here. It might be like 2 a.m. or something when it ends. But free shipping is amazing. So I had just placed an order. I didn't really need anything, but I had to get in on that free shipping. I hate paying shipping, so I placed an order just so I could take advantage. So I did save $30. So I got things that I frequently run out of. So yes, I saved $30 on shipping, so yay. So if you have anything that you need, now's the time to get it. Take advantage of that free shipping. And until the end of October, there is still the join incentive happening. Oh, it's the best deal that Stampin' Up! Has ever had. I knew it was the best that I had ever seen, but they confirmed it's the best that they have ever offered. So you pay $35, and then you can pick out $125 in whatever product you want. They will send you all of your products that you chose, along with some catalogs and a free paper pumpkin kit. Just, so you can try out paper pumpkin if you've never tried it. And it's just a random kit. It's not like the kit of this month or whatever. It's just whatever they have. And then they ship it to you for free. So it's tax on the $35. So it's $37.10. And you get all of that stuff. It's amazing. And if you never want to buy another thing from Stampin' Up, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to bother you. A lot of people buy it just for the good discount, and then never do anything. But any future order that you did place is 20% off. So that's awesome too. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I can help you with it. And then if you wanted to, continue to have that discount, then there's a minimum order every quarter that needs to go in to keep the discount. But if you chose, not to keep the discount, Stampin' Up! Will remind you by email. I think they maybe do it twice. But other than that, that's it. Like, they don't care. They're not gonna bother you. So there's like no downside to it. It's just such an amazing deal for $35. It's just blows my mind. It's amazing. So I had 2 ladies join so far this month, and so they're on my team, and it's exciting. And if anybody else would like to join my team, it would be great. So even if you just bought the kit and never ordered again, you would still remain active until the end of April 2026. And there's also these little wires. It was in with the tape, and these are to make the bats that come out of the top of the house. That's how they fly, on their wire. Okay, so the windows go on the backs of these, and the tear and tape goes to hold the vellum on. So yeah, there's no downside to it. It's just such an amazing deal. But you would still be active even if you never bought anything again, besides after the $35. But you would be part of my team and have all the benefits of being on the team also. So we have so much fun. There's challenges, and there's prizes, and there's all kinds of like videos, and there's meetings, and what else? There's giveaways and all sorts of stuff. We have fun. We do a lot of like card exchanges with the team, and you can see like so much. There's so much inspiration, and there's another Facebook page that's a private page just for demonstrators, and you would have access to that while you're current, and that is a treasure of ideas. It's amazing. You also would have access to like the set that I just showed tonight, the Valentine set. So that can't be seen anywhere yet. It's called a pre-order for demonstrators. So it's coming out. It'll be probably an online exclusive. But you would have access to early stuff as well. Even if you didn't want to buy it, you could still see it, early before anybody else. So really, there's no downside to it. It's $35. It's so great. So come join my team. If you have questions, let me know. All right, so almost done, and we'll put the windows on so we don't have to do it once it's built and put our hand inside to do this. And then after that's done, then it goes together like really pretty quick. Okay, so here we got the windows. Who uses tear and tape? You guys use it? I love it. I have one roll that I've had for a long time. I've been using it. It's 6 inches wide and it's about that big around. It was like a big investment when I first got it, but I got it on some kind of really good deal, like a coupon. There was something going on at Scrappy Chic. Like it was like, I don't know now. It was before the pandemic, yeah. So I've had it that long. I use it all the time, and I still have tons left because it's huge. And I always have a lot left from the kits that I get as well. Oh my goodness, this is not. I have to get my pokey tool. And this never lets loose. You know, I've never had anything fall off after using this. I'm gonna go ahead and put my windows on as I go so it doesn't stick to anything else. I don't think there's a, oh yeah, this is the front. One side is like darker, so that's the front. What did you guys have for dinner tonight? I had a sandwich. I had a turkey sandwich because Steve's making hot dogs. Ugh. And he bought chili to go on them. Well, I don't like hot dogs, so yeah, he's on his own there. My grandkids have been going to all sorts of Halloween festivities already, and their costumes are so cute. So they watch a cartoon. It's called K-pop, I think, or I don't know, something like that. So I don't know what it is, but when they're here, I've heard them like watching it on the TV. They all four of them really like the show. And so the girls are the K-pop people, and their costumes are adorable. And then my oldest grandson is Darth Vader, and his costume's amazing. So he got this mask. He used all of his money, so they saved up like their birthday money and that sort of thing, and they saved it for going to Disney. So I don't know how much he had, but it must have been a bit, because he got this amazing Darth Vader mask, and then he got like a chest plate and a cape or something. Anyway, he looks really, his costume's really cool. All right, so this is the chandelier that shows in the top of this window. And then the little one, William, he has several costumes. So I'm not sure which one he's going to wear on Halloween, but all their festivities they've been to, he's had a different costume. So I think he was Scooby-Doo today, and that's a super cute costume. And then he has an Obi-Wan costume he wore to the last event, and that was really cute too. And then his dad has started hunting. I think last year he decided he wanted to hunt, so he did last year. This year he took the 8-year-old a couple times already, his son, and he bought him all the whole, like, all the clothing, you know, for hunting. And he looks cute. He's 8. And then he was going to take the little one hunting. And they lucked out. They had friends. They have friends that have, like, I don't know, 12 kids or something. And one of them had hunted with his dad and had all of the attire for hunting. Well, he's a baby and, you know, only went, you know, a few times, so had nowhere. So it's like brand new. But he looks so adorable that I told my daughter, I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be a perfect costume because it's so cute. So he has that as well. So, and I think they had an event tonight too. And then I was sitting at my desk and I saw a bunch of people parking out on our street and then walking toward the elementary school that's just a couple blocks away. So I asked my neighbor what was happening because her kids go there and they were having a trunk or treat at that school. So a lot of cute costumes today. Okay, so this is the front of the house, and these are the sides, and this is a roof, and of course this one is a roof, and then this is the back. So let's see. I don't remember. I have to look at the instructions. Okay, so this one goes on this one. Okay. This one goes around. This one is the front. This. And then this one's the back, but what goes on the sides? Okay, so these ones go on the side. Okay. Did this once, you'd think I would remember, but you know, I'm old, so I forget these things. Alright, so that's it. I hope. Alright, let's see. I think you can see. Yes. Alright, so I got my glue gun here. This is what it says to use hot glue. So put the side on. And just hold that for a minute, let it set. And then we'll put a side on the other end. I'm using Gorilla Glue. This is a glue gun that's a hot, so it takes the sticks that are for hot glue guns. And I bought these ones, and I really like these. So they're for all temperature, but yeah, they work really good. I've had no issues at all with it. All right, so we have the front and the sides, and so we're hook on the back. The only part of this that's a little bit more tricky is the roof. But hopefully, since I've done it once, it'll be easier this time. So what do you guys think of this house so far? Isn't it adorable? Okay. Well, just one more end. I'm just holding it till it gets a little bit cool. Make sure it's really, really stuck. Okay, so this is the size. See, it's big, and this part sticks out, so when the roof is on, it holds it like that. That's the shape. So these go in this, like that. So that's what the pieces glue onto. So let's see. I don't remember how to do this part. Let's see. All right, so this holds this like that. And then this, oh yeah, and then it glues like this. Okay, and that's what kind of like holds it all sturdy. So, okay. I think I'll do these ones first. Gonna kind of put my hand inside to stick that on. Okay, let's see. We'll see how that, let it cool down for a second, and then we'll see how that worked. Yeah, this roof is what holds the, like the structure in the right spot. Okay, so that worked good. Okay, I need a new glue stick. I'm going to put some glue on the side. You probably can't see anything. This house is large. So I'm putting it here on these flaps. And then I'm going to hold it from the inside. So this is what the inside looks like. So I'm just holding these ones right here. Okay, feels good. All right, now these ones on the other end, I'm going to do from inside. I'm just going to fold them down and add the glue. I'm sorry, I know you can't see this, but there's kind of no way to show this part. So this is what the inside looks like, and all these tabs have been glued down, and that's what creates the structure of the house. So this is what we have so far, and now we have to work on the roof here. This is the part that has that little scary looking front to it. Let's see, this one is a little bit tricky. I have to look at the picture. Oh, this one gets the, okay, this one gets the bats too. So I think I'm supposed to do the bats first. So let's see. So the bats are a little cutouts. Not here. Oh, here they are. They're with the trees. They're a little bit hard to see. They're black on black, so here we go. These are the little bats that are coming out of that peak of the house. There's 3 wires, but I think there's 6 bats, so you can kind of sandwich the wire between them, I think. Yeah, they're sort of just all over around the trees. So let's see, where's the next one? Here it is. Okay, so this is what this looks like. You just kind of have to hunt for them because it's just black on black, so they're a little hard to see. Okay, and then we need the wires. Let's see where here they are. So the bats go on the top, and then you can manipulate these, and it looks like it's like coming out. So we'll just glue these on. I think they're all the same. Let's see. Okay, that's a match. Oh, maybe this one's a little I don't know, bigger. Okay, yep. So we have 3 pairs, and I'm just gonna sandwich the wire between. So make sure you can see. All right, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue. There. And then I'm going to put this bat on top. So it's cute from the front or the back. Okay. I think that'll keep it more sturdy too. Aren't they cute? I'm excited for we had the mantle. It's fairly new. We got it, I don't know, at the beginning of the summer. And had it hung, but it wasn't done correctly, and it fell off. Thankfully, I didn't have anything on it, so it didn't get damaged or anything, and nothing was on it to break. So the handyman is coming. Obviously, the person who hung it the first time didn't use long enough screws, I think. So it'll be done, and I'm gonna put these cute little houses. I'll go ahead and finish the third one, and I'm gonna put them on the mantle, maybe with some of that cobweb, stringy cobweb stuff. I think I'll kind of like string the webs between them and under them. Maybe I'll get out some of my like old Halloween stamps and stuff, and maybe customize them a little bit, make them each just a little bit different. So gonna be like a subdivision of houses that look the same. Okay, so the instructions show, I think last time I did it after it was already together. So, this will be easier to do it when it's not. All right, so it's showing it on that flap. So this is this. So they're putting 1 here and 2. Can you see? Yeah, 2 here and 1 here on the direction. So that's what I'll do. I don't think it matters like exactly what spot. So we'll just do it here. And I'll wait to you can make this, like, you can bend it to do whatever you want. I'll wait to do that until after it's on there, and see if I need to bend it or what direction it needs to go in to look nice. So let's see, these are them, I think, and they're the same back and front. So I think I'll do one, like these are the same, so I'm going to flip one, so they're at least a little bit different. And theirs are like pretty close, so I'll put like one there, and I'll put one down lower here. And I'll put a little glue on top. And then I have to wait for that to dry on both sides. Oops, this one moved. Move that one back. So I'll let that dry. And then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I will take these out, the little embellishments. Let's see, I'll move this. Can I move it? Yeah, I'm going to move this and let it dry over here. And then we'll take these out. So this, after that other part of the roof goes on, it let's see, sort of goes like this on the top. So there's that, and then the little black kitty is super cute. And then Each one of the front windows has a little decoration. So the spider is one of them. And then in one of the corners, the spider web gets hung. And then in one of the windows, there's a ghost. I'm going to put these here so I don't lose them. And then this, like I said, is the door handle. And then the door. And then let's see, we have the little skull. We'll put that on right now while it's flat and easier to put on there. Isn't it cute? Looks metal. It's plastic, but super cute, super shiny. And it just goes like this. Cute. And we have the pumpkins and the banner. The banner goes on the other side, on the right side window. Oh, I also have some cards here to show you. So when I'm done with this, I'll show you some cards that I made, some Halloween and a couple Christmas cards with new product. So these are the trees. They're really sturdy. These go onto the house, so they're paper because they're going on the cardboard. But the trees sit separately, and the fence, and they're really thick. They feel like there's several pieces, like you want to take it apart. But no, it's not several pieces. It's one. It's just nice and sturdy because it sits on its own. So that's the trees, and they just easily slide together, and that's how they stand up. It's one tree when it's done, but dimensional. So yeah, that's how that goes. And then the fence, one goes on each side. It just has a score line to bend it. And that's that. That's how the fence goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the door on. And I think maybe it goes on with the dimensionals. Let's see. Back to the instructions. Yes, everything goes on with dimensionals. Except the roof goes on with tear tape. Yeah, everything goes on with dimensionals. Okay. I love Friday nights. Friday nights are my favorite. I think because I always worked my whole life, and Friday was always like, and on Friday you had like the whole weekend to look forward to, and it was always Margarita Friday. So yeah, Fridays were always my favorite. And even though Friday now is just sort of like any other day of the week to me, I still am working, but I do it from home, so it's not the same. But I still love Fridays. Okay, so this just goes right in the middle. Oops. I have to look at it, make sure it's straight. Okay, so there's a door. And then we have pumpkins that sit on the side. I thought maybe I would ink the pumpkins just a little bit. What do you think? They're cute, they're decorated, but I think maybe a little ink on them would be nice. So I brought some of these little finger daubers. And I have pumpkin pie ink. Just start with a really little bit and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's adding to it. I like it. What do you think? Yeah, that's better, don't you think? It's better. It adds a little dimension to it. I like it. Has anyone that's on been getting my newsletters? If you do, tell me what you think. So it's new to me, so they will keep getting better. I'm learning the software. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn, but I'm learning it, a little bit more each week. So my hope is that the newsletter keeps continuing to get better. But let me know what you think so far. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, I would love it if you did. If you go to my Shelly Stamp Pad Facebook page, there's a sign up for the newsletter right there. You just click the button, and I think you just click the button and put your email address, and that's that. And the newsletter goes out every Wednesday because our Stampin' Up updates come out. I'm going to add a little bit to this too, to at least the orange ones. Let's see. Our updates come out on Tuesday, so if there's any update from Stampin' Up, I can add it if I do the newsletter on Wednesday. So it's a Wednesday newsletter. And I also have a blog coming. I have attempted to do blogs in the past. It's, if you're not like super techie, they're not easy. You have to like copy, and you have to search for and then find code and copy and paste code, and it was super overwhelming to me. So yeah, I think I might go back later and I'm not sure which color this is, but find out what color and add some ink to these two also. So I asked some other demonstrators on our demonstrator website, which so I have a Wink of Stella, and I want to add a little bit to the spider web. So I asked everybody what they thought was good for someone who's really done with that sort of creating blogs, Blogger or WordPress. So I ended up going with WordPress, and I found I don't know what you call them, web developer person, and I hired her to do it for me. So I asked her, because she's a demonstrator and she does this for a lot of businesses and stuff. She does it as a job, but she does it for a lot of demonstrators. Okay, so this is nice. I don't know, can you see this? See the shimmer on it? Maybe not, but it definitely adds a little bit of a bling. So I like that. And then I think the ghost is going to get a little bit too. Yeah, so my blog is with the I don't know what you call her, web designer, I guess, a web designer. It's with her, and it will go live probably, I'm not sure exactly what day, but the first week of November. So I'm really excited for that. And it'll hook, right now my Facebook page is hooked to my Instagram, and I have a link tree. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole ghost. I have a link tree that you can go to, and it'll take you between all of them, and I got that all down. But the blog was just too much for me. So I'm super excited about this lady and her amazing work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some to the spider too, because why not? It's everything is better with a little bit of bling. What else? I maybe add that to these pieces as well. Yeah, everything's better with bling. This is subtle. You guys use Wink Stella? So I just ordered a new one. I didn't realize that I was out, and I went to use it and I squeezed it. Nothing came out. So I screwed this off. Show you. I screwed this off, and then I pulled this off, and I could see inside this barrel, and I saw that there was no liquid left, but there was a whole bunch of the sparkly stuff like down here in the bottom. So I just added 91% isopropyl alcohol and filled it up and shook it, and I have a brand new one now. So, but I do have a new one on the way as well, but you can see how, hopefully you can see how shiny this is. So yeah, it's just like brand new, because there was tons of sparkles left. And I think people, when their liquid runs out, I think they throw them away, but don't throw them away, because just fill it up with alcohol and shake it and use up the rest of what you bought. It's easy. It only took me like, seriously, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, and I have a whole new one. So, okay, there, I'm gonna do the pumpkins too, and I'm gonna do the doorknob. I kind of want to do these windows, because these ones don't have the vellum, so they won't actually light up. Okay, cute little pieces. Okay, let's see if this is dry. It is. Okay, I have to remember how to put this on. Back to the instructions. Okay, so it says to do the bats. We did that. And then, okay, so this is what it shows. Oh, okay, I think these insert inside. Okay. They go, let's see, in here. No. Yes. All right, so this comes, this comes down, and these glue to this. Okay. Now I remember. All right. Let's see. So, put a little glue here. I'll glue this side. And then I'll put some glue on this flap. So I hope a lot of people who didn't watch the live, I hope you'll watch it on the replay and leave some comments. Okay, so I glued this side. Make sure that's adhered really well. And then, let's see, I have some glue here. Get rid of that. I guess it looks like spider webs on here. Maybe it's good. Alright, and let's see, how does it go? Yes, it goes just like this. So it sits on the top and it gets glued on the side. Okay, so I'm just going to add some glue to the side here and here. And then slide it in. Oops. Slide it in quickly. Oops, come on. There we go. And go on the inside. Hold it. Make sure it's adhered. Okay. All right. So this is what we have so far. Sorry, it's big. It doesn't all go in the camera, but that's what we have so far. So now we have the bats, and I'm going to. I hope you can see. I'm gonna manipulate the bats. Alright, so that's what we have for bats. And then we're going to put the piece here. I have to stand it up. I think maybe you can see this. Okay. So I'm going to use some tear and tape. I'm going to try it first. Let's see. Alright, so they're scored right along here. So these need to go up like this. So it looks like this, but it'll make sense once it's on here. Once it's on the roof, it'll make sense. So this gets some tear and tape. And let's see, it says it has it right here. And then up here near the little things that we bent over. There we go. I can't believe that Christmas is so close. So my third grandchild lost her top tooth. I don't know, she came over and she was losing it. So I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I told my daughter, I'm like, oh, the other one's gonna come right out right after it. So I need a picture of that, those two front teeth gone, and it's so close to Christmas, it's perfect. So I want to do like all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth scrapbook page. So she sent me a picture yesterday, and the tooth was gone. Okay, so I think you can see this little piece of the front of the roof, and this goes right on this. And we bent this, and now it makes sense because it faces forward instead of leaning back. So I'm going to turn it on its side. So there you go. So that's the roof on. So cute. And there's the bats. So I'm going to leave it on its side now so I can add the rest of the embellishments. And let's see, we'll put it here so you can see. So she sent me the picture, and I was like, oh yay, it came out. So I was really excited, and I asked her, are you going to put your Christmas tree up next week? And she laughed at me like I was making a joke, because she puts her tree up really early every year. And she said, no, not until November 1st. And I said, yeah, that's next week. And she looked at her calendar. She said, oh my gosh, it is next week. I didn't realize. So I just used a dab of hot glue. This goes here. So I said, get that tree up like right away. Make sure it's the first, and then stand that baby in front of the tree and take her picture again without her teeth, because there's scrapbook pages in my near future. I'm excited. So whatever I make, I'll make it twice and give one to Amanda too. None of my kids ever lost their front teeth near Christmas, but one of my best friends, her third born, lost hers at Christmas, and we went to visit, and she didn't have teeth, and I was like, oh my gosh, come stand in front of the tree. And I took her picture and made an adorable scrapbook page of her daughter. Okay, so I put like a blob of a glue on this, and it gave it dimension. It's sort of standing up, so that's good. All right, now I'm going to use the black dimensionals again for the pumpkin. And the pumpkin sits next to the door. So I'm going to put the dimensionals, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to put them on just on this side of the pumpkin because it doesn't, it comes off the edge a little bit here. So put those. So I have been doing some Christmas shopping, like for the last, I don't know, all year. I kind of do a little Christmas shopping here and there. So I have a bunch of stuff, but not enough, and I'm not looking forward to it. Like, it seems like it came, like Christmas just ended, it feels like, and it's time to get all that stuff out again. I'm not feeling it. How about you guys? Like, can you believe it's like upon us already again? Anybody excited about it? All right, I cut this, and I'm going to use this one because the backing came off. So I'll put this one back. So the spider's little, so I have to trim it down again. And let's see, the spider goes in the bottom window here. Let's see, in camera. I'll just stick him right there. And then, let's see, we have the ghost. I don't know how they put the ghost on. Let's see what kind of adhesive, because he's vellum, so let's see. Oh, they did. They used, okay. They used a dimensional. And he goes here, so, I'm kind of surprised. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue. And I'll still put him on the side. What do you guys think? And I can squish it. Oh, yeah, it leaves a spot. I don't know. I'll put another embellishment there to cover that up. But a dimensional would definitely show, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'll put something else there. And then we have, the last one is the web. So there's a score line. And just bend it at the score line because it goes in the corner. It goes up here. And I think I'll just use a little piece of tear tape. Let's see. How wide is it? Yeah, it'll fit on there. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm excited for Halloween. We don't usually get that many kids here, but I love to see all the little kids come in their costumes. When my kids were young, we used to get tons and tons in our neighborhood of trick-or-treaters. And I always had like some corn stalks and a bale of hay on my front porch. And I used to sit on the hay if it was not, pouring down rain, to pass out the candy. So I was out there with them so I could really see their costumes. So cute when they're little and all dressed up. Okay, so this just goes against the house. And then I'm just going to push it under. So that's where that goes. And you know what? Did I put it on the wrong side? Let me see. No. Okay. I'm going to put more. I'm going to put a little more of the Stella on this side. little squeeze. Okay. Okay, that's that. That's our house. Isn't it adorable? So it sits like this. I'm going to put it up here. And then your fences go on each side like this, like to make a yard. And then the tree just sits here. And then I'll have my twinkle lights underneath, and it'll light up all the vellum inside the house. So once I have them on the mantle, I will take a picture and post it so everybody can see it. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and make that third one and have a little village. Okay, all right, so let me move this out of the way. Oh, there's a kitty. We didn't add the kitty. Add the kitty. Where does it go? I think it goes on the other side of the door. Yeah. How did I forget the little kitty? All right, so same thing. It is only going to sit on half, so I'm going to put the dimensional over on the side. And there we go. So there it is. There's the house. Okay, isn't that sweet? All right, then I have some cards to show you guys. One of these is in your newsletter. I'll tell you when you get to it. And I gave you a tutorial for this card. So, all right, so here's one. This is using the, what is it called? Spooky Sweet Designer Series paper and stamps. So that is this one. And this is the other set. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. Can't remember the name of it. But this, it comes with 2 dies. So these are both dies. And then this is one big stamp. And then it has another big stamp that has the stripes. I used it last week and made some orange stripes on that little circle. And then these are little dimensional stars. And these are too. They came in the same pack. So I think there's purple, black, and white. So there's the black small ones here, and here's the small white ones. They come large, medium, and small. And this is the new ribbon. It's called Open Weave, I believe. So this is what it looks like in use. It's a super cool one, very different. And that is the inside. I got a little sparkly raven here. And then this one is made from, the back is Designer Series paper. So this comes with, one sheet has, I think, 3 across the bottom of these type of panels. And then on the top, it has a full panel, which will be great to use at the bottom of a 12 by 12 Halloween scrapbook page. So, and these bats are the dies that come with these sets. And this one, I stamped it and colored it and cut it out with the matching die. And then this is the inside. And these dies go with this stamp set. This is part of the die that goes with that. And here's another. So this is one die, and I just made 6 of them and put them all together. And then the spider is also a die, and I made, let's see how many, like 3, I think, and I stacked them on top of one another to make them, I don't know if you can see how how thick it is to make them stand up and be really sturdy. Yeah, and then behind the web I just cut out a large green circle. And that's this one. These are from the Designer Series paper. They have I think 2 pages of punch outs, so I used those. Here's another. So this the purple that matches all of the Designer Series paper is actually Petunia Pop, and so is the ribbon. This ribbon is so nice to make bows with. It's really, really soft. A lot of times the shimmery ribbons have like a stiffer texture, and they're a little not as pliable to make bows with, but this is a dream to make bows with. And this is one of the Designer Series papers. This is the other stamp in this set. Sorry, I don't remember the name. This set has this, and then it has this one with the stripes. And the ink dies are in that set as well. And again, I stacked the spiders either. No, I didn't stack these ones. This is up on a dimensional. Let's see. Yeah, this one's up on a dimensional. Super cute. And it's, I don't know, can you see? It's got the shimmer on it. And here's some more of those little white stars. And then I have this one. This is also the cutouts that come in the Designer Series paper. So I just punched that out, and then I cut out some of the bats with it, and I made a double bow with the Petunia Pop and the cloud cover. I made a double ribbon just for it matches and looked cute. And then this die and stamp comes with this set, and here's the purple stars. And that's the inside. And then this is one of the punch outs as well from the Designer Series paper. So this one shows 2, 3 different pieces of the Designer Series paper. This one I stamped, and then here's that ribbon again. Cute. And then this is one of the stamps that come in the set with the striped die. And I love the spider. Super detailed, creepy. And then this is another panel. The back is another panel from the same Designer Series paper. And these are punch outs. So this was a super simple, easy card. This was added also was a punch out from the Designer Series paper. So I cut out the panel and then punched out these 3 things and put them on and added a ribbon. So this was a super fast and easy card. And here's the inside. And then this one also is 2 punch outs from the Designer Series paper. So is the tree a punch out. This is the back of one of the Designer Series paper. And then Boo Crew is in the same set that has the large stripe stamp and this stamp. The Boo Crew also. And then these are punch out little bats. So this is also an easy card. And then this is the inside. And this is how this card sits to display it. It's an easel card. And here's another easy card, just one large stamp and some of the little stars in the inside. These are punch outs. This is another, that same stamp and some stars. This swings like this, and it opens like this. So it's displayed. Let's see. Yes, it's displayed like this, and this swings. So that's a cute fun fold. This is the back of one of the Designer Series papers, and this is the mesh gold. I don't know if it's called ribbon. I love this. I'm so sad that it's in the Last Chance products in the online store. It's such a good deal right now. I think it's a huge roll, and I think it's $6. I use it so much. I just bought like 3 more rolls because I don't want to run out. I just love it. And they had that in silver in the past, and that's retired too. But it's so pretty. It's so like delicate, but it adds so much sparkle. I love it. And this was just one big stamp. And this is a die and a die. I put a little bit of Wink of Stella. Here's those same embellishments, the stars. And these were punch outs. And this was a punch out as well. Okay, let's see. I'm almost to Christmas here. Okay, this is a super easy one. This, I love this designer series paper. So this whole sheet of designer series paper is all like this. It's a whole sheet of windows. So we got a cat in this one, and we have eyes in this one, and a pumpkin, and then the cat and eyes again. And I just added some bats with some Wink of Stella. This super fast and easy card. And then this the inside, also easy. I stamped the Happy Halloween and put in a die cut. And we have this one. This is another one of the panels and dies. This little guy, I stamped, colored, and then die cut him out. And then that's the inside again. And here's this stamp again, and this open weave ribbon is so cool for fall cards. And there we go. And then this one swings. It's a little bit different than the first one. This one just has the little spider and circle here, and also a fun fold. I like the black and the silver together. So yeah, that's how it goes. So it's that fold, and open, and then it stands like this, and this swings. So this is a fun fold. And then, okay, this is the last Halloween card. Oops. So this is the one this is the flap card that I have the tutorial for in this week's newsletter. If you didn't see it, you have it there. And this opens this way, and it opens this way. So if you'd like to see me make this, I can do that on a video for you to go with your tutorial. Let me know. And now I have a couple Christmas cards. So every month my team has a swap. It's optional if you want to do it. You know, it's fun to do, and if you don't want to, then you just don't. You're not obligated to do it, but I usually do. And for our October meeting, our swap was, sometimes we have a theme, sometimes not. For this month it was Christmas, so this was my swap card that I made. There's tons of layers here, and this is the inside. So I had to use a piece of this. This designer series paper is just beautiful. And then I die cut this out when I stamped it, just for a little added prettiness here in the middle. And then on the front, this was the main image I stamped, and I stamped this, so it's a two stamp. So you stamp it the first time and you get all the black outline, which you then could color with your alcohol markers if you wanted to. Or there's another stamp that you line up over it and then stamp it in. So I think it's stamped, I think it's 3 different stamps. So you do this one separately, and then the pink flowers separately, and then the green. And then I went back with an alcohol marker and just did this myself. This isn't, I don't know, maybe it's a stamp, but if it is, I don't remember, but I added some marker to it as well. And then I used a die to just cut a bunch of pine branches, and then I cut them so they were short, and then added those. And then we have this, I don't remember what it's called, but it's in all these different colors of pink. So this is another one of the dies. So I added some in gold and then these pinks. And then the greeting. The background is an embossing folder. And then these embellishments are so pretty. They are really flat. They're great for mailing. They're really lightweight, but they're so sparkly. I don't know if the light is really picking it up. I hope so, because it's so pretty. So this was my swap card. I made, I think, 12 of these this month for the swap. And when I was designing the card that I was going to make for the swap, there was a couple others that I made, and then I decided which one I was going to make 12 of. So here's another. This is another set. This is beautiful. This is all come is together. So this matches this has the shape of this, so it fits inside of here. And then the doves, and then these I cut out separately in gold, and this ribbon goes with this suite. It's beautiful. Love this set. And then this is the inside. This is part of the designer series paper for this set, and we have this beautiful blue shimmer paper. It's like 3 different colors of blue in this pack. It's just stunning. And then I have one more. Again, I used the same die, just a different type of card, and instead of a branch like this one, I put a letter in this one. And then these are the embellishments. They're sort of the shape of poinsettia, but they're in the blues to match this suite of products. And this one opens this way, so there's designer series paper on the back as well. And I added some more of that shimmer paper because it's just so pretty, and more bling is good. So that is that. And I think that was, oh no, I have one more thing to show you, maybe 2. Okay, so I made another video last week to show you this. This is a little treat bag, and then you just add your little treats to it. This was another video I made that I was going to speed up to do a quick video. It's so cute. But yeah, that didn't work out. I have to learn how to perfect that one. I ended up deleting it. But if you want to see a video on this, I would be happy to do that. And I have another little treat box to show you. So I got some of these Halloween treats for like the adults, and I don't know if kids like these ones so much, but adults. And I wanted to find a cute treat project, and I found, I don't remember her name. I'll look and maybe come back and add her name, but this is the little treat box. It's so cute. So it holds all 3 of the varieties. This one's caramel apple, and they're shaped like this. They're little pumpkins. This one's just solid milk chocolate, and this one has caramel inside. So isn't it cute? I made a bunch. Let's see, I'll show you some of them. And I'm gonna come on and do a video on these. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it this weekend to show how to make both the treat boxes, because they're super easy and so cute. Oh, this one's the same as this. Aren't they adorable? And they're super fast. They're super easy to make. Oops. So here's one, and then this is the same as this one, and this is the purple one. So I think I made 2 of each. Yeah, here's this one. This one lost all of its little pumpkins. Oops, and it bent. Yeah, there we go. They're so adorable. I made all of these. I watched the girl make it, and I wrote down a couple measurements, and then I made all 10 of these in, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. So I'm all set to give my adults their treats. And yeah, and then I have a bunch of these for kids, little neighbor kids, grandkids. And yeah, I'm all set for Halloween. So I will come on, I don't know, one day this weekend and show you how to make both these treat boxes, because they're so adorable. And even if you don't make them this year, it's something that you could even change the color scheme, and you could put things in for Christmas or Valentine's Day or whatever. So even if you don't make them for Christmas, you can make them for another occasion. So I will see you one day this weekend, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. And thanks for joining me.